where did I go? Lome. I was in Togo for a little bit.
What
so
made you
shout
wanna
out
go
to, that's just, I wasn't the director, honey. Okay, I'm just.
She was in the neighborhood.
Things were planned for me.
Yeah.
This was just part of the plan, just to go experience
I need to get in contact with.
Well, because it was so when you go to Cotonou from Lome is like 2.5 hours.
Okay.
I mean, I don't.
You know, we're not that cultured in Little Trouble. So.
Shut up. Oh my God.
We don't know kilometers.
But what I'm saying, yeah, that's true. But that's what I'm saying. Speaking in hours, so it wasn't that far. It's like going to. It's from
Kansas City.
There you go. From Omaha to Kansas City. So
and
shout out to Casey.
And it was safe.
No, it was safe. Now the road we did go to Nigeria. Shout out to Lagos. Yeah. Did I say it right? Hopefully I didn't tear that up. But shout out to Nigeria.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody licking face on the ball.
The road to Nigeria they be like, the road to Nigeria is bad.
From Togo to Nigeria? From
Cotonou to
Nigeria.
To Nigeria, it's a bad road. Yeah. He was like
Tinubu, man, come on, man.
There were craters in the road. Yeah. And then when we started driving on rocks, I knew, I was like, okay, African people are crazy. What? We are driving on the rock. Yeah. Then we went all the way down just to do a U-turn. Woo, city planning.
City planning. Yeah. You know how many pockets are filled?
All the roundabout. All the many French countries. They all got roundabouts. Straight-ways roundabout. Straight-ways roundabout. Oh my God.
We don't never like to get to the point, man.
Yo.
You ask African
He
direction,
said it.
that guy will tell you something
Look who said it. He telling on
himself.
himself.
You tell African to give you directions, man, you gonna wish you never did, man.
Yo, it was crazy. That road to Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria was
brave. I wouldn't even have done that.
It was crazy.
I've been to Lagos, but I flew in there.
Maybe it was tough on trying to get.
I ain't getting kidnapped, I'll tell you that.
Anyway, so far, a lot of people, we like to, because remember, this is Kush Connect, it's the uglier girl, right? So why I say that is because, be real, because whenever I ask this question, people give me that LinkedIn answer. Oh, I don't have any favorites. Yeah. What's been your favorite African country so far?
Well, recently I just came from Accra. I was in Accra. Shout out to Ghana.
Flex.
Daddy December was good.
Too much is for showing up, but medium is for enjoyment.
Hey. I have fun. I'll see y'all next year. Got finals. So, I love the vibe in Accra. It is busy, it's bustling. It is a lot of traffic, and I was like, oh wow, it's traffic and it's not even December yet. How do people manage that? For me, I've been in the Midwest too long. I don't like traffic. I like the busy city. I need a little driver. Okay, I'm good. But who wants to be in traffic for an hour? So anyway, that's my first complaint. I'm so sorry. Love you, Ghana. Love you, Accra.
Nana Ado, what's up, man?
Excuse me. But so whatever. But I went to the vibes were amazing. They have so many things for young entrepreneurs, focused people to do. There's a lot of connections going on. It's just like it's a good vibe. I don't want to get political here, but I just want us to get the politics together. I think that when it comes to foundation, I hope that some of these countries work on their foundation in government, because really, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not trying to be in the United States forever. I know that it's not everyone's dream, but for me, for Africa to improve, to move forward, to push it forward, someone has to put something into it. There has to be some work to be done.
So we've had a lot taken out.
Yes.
And so
we need to replenish, and it needs to be us. And as a non-African, some people are like,
you definitely African.
But people are gonna be like,
certified.
People would be like, oh, how do you know our struggles and things like that? I don't know everything, but my thing is like, I'm open to hear where you're coming from, and so that we work together to still push it forward, move the needle. I'm not sure if we're gonna see it in our lifetime, but let's move this needle together. I'm just all about community. It can be tricky. It can be tricky.
Definitely tricky, yeah, definitely.
But at the end of the day, I feel like living in the United States, it has taught me so much, and for me to move it forward, I can't do it here. I need to be somewhere else. I need to be a part of that wave, and I need to influence other people to come on and do
Absolutely.
it too. We have to bring people. I've had so many people tell me, "Oh, I've been wanting to go here." So you have that one. That's all you need. Just create that need.
So
There's a business there.
Susan Travel Agencies coming.
So many people have asked me, and the traveling thing that's a tough field. If I can figure out how to get my systems together, potentially it could definitely happen, because I've heard buzzing in my ear, and sometimes it's like you don't want to do stuff that isn't that crazy. You're called for something, and
This is really interesting.
I often use this example. J. Cole's first rap name was The Therapist.
Oh, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
he told me about this. Yeah.
So
Wow.
it was The Therapist. Cole, when you see this man,
We
you're
got-
like, how did you
yeah.
know this? I know this. I'm Ochanda. I have to know.
OG.
Yeah, day
He's an
one.
OG.
Warm up. You was warming up. You was in Rwanda warming up with J. Cole and
So
shit.
come up. I thought I knew something,
So
but
his
okay.
first name was A Therapist.
Okay.
And he dropped it because he was like, it just doesn't. Like, there's no way this is
Black people
workable,
don't like therapy.
right?
Yeah.
The whole thing they have out there about you with the VET Awards, what is that?
My ethics and my morals. Yet again, I'm not gonna sit there and, well, 3 young men give me their ass to kiss.
The reason why you walked off, what were you feeling?
Oh, these niggas.
It's not marketable.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah,
like,
that
what's
goes.
really interesting is that nowadays I have enough fans that say your music has been therapy for me. And he's like, imagine that was the thing I was running from.
But sometimes you don't have to label it, but you feel it. So it's like, okay, you started an ice cream shop. Well, you just don't. Some people would do like Susie's ice cream shop, whatever. That's not a good analogy. That was the ice cream shop's not a good one. But what I'm trying to say
How
is
about
that
you started a juicing company, huh?
I did start it.
Wait, hold on.
Good
Hold
segue.
Or in
on.
elixir, my bad.
So
Like
your
elixir.
mom was in public health,
Public
and
health.
you got juices?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's so crazy. My
Well, give
mom-
us the juice.
Yeah. I'm giving it to you
Give
right
us the
now.
squeeze.
Hey, let's be appropriate,
Oh
guys.
my gosh.
All crazy, man.
Squeeze me, Susan.
My mom's in public health. She's been bachelor's, master's. She's a registered nurse. She's traveled all over the country, all over the world. She's an oncology nurse specifically. That's what she specialized. So she's definitely seen a lot of interesting things. She was working during COVID. She's very, and always has had an imprint on me when it comes to health and wellness, how to carry myself, your mindset, how to be more healthy and keep growing in it. She has been the center. So she brought me my first juicer.
Wow. See that, parents?
Like,
See what that one gift and that investment in your child does?
it is an investment. And I realized, like, that's my lane. It comes natural for me, So at the time, I was a little bit heavier, and I used juicing to lose weight, feel good about myself, and just really be motivated. And I grew so much mentally. And when that happens, when that growth happens, sometimes you lose people.
Yeah.
Like, not
Yeah,
everybody can come with you. And so, once again, there was like some type of stress. There was some type of situation that happened in my life. And it was, I, for the first time, realized, I'm like, oh, I'm being toxic. Like, something's wrong here. And so, I lost all this weight, going through this health journey, learning about veganism, learning about how to stretch more, how to meditate, how to be outside in nature, just things that really just honor myself. Really, really, when we talk about self-care, it's just not, okay, nails, hair, and things, but it's like, what are you feeding your soul? And I went through this journey and started a juicing company. I didn't know I was going to do it. I was taking business classes at the community college, and I was like, you know what? I've been in banking for years, and at this point, was working with small businesses. And so I see the pain points, I'm looking at the paperwork and all this other stuff. And so I was like, okay, maybe I want to start a business. I don't know what business I'm going to start. Then, okay, this journey happens. And so I'm like, okay, I should start. I don't see anybody have any juices here in the area I'm in. And I definitely don't see no Black people doing it. So let me start trying this out. And there was an event that was coming up. And at this point in my life, living in Nebraska, getting acclimated to the community, I had been here for about 3-4 years, and started networking through my career job. Well, I used my career as a way to transition to be an entrepreneur. I was doing a bunch of networking with small businesses and wanting to onboard small businesses. And so I used that to connect with other people. And so when I started the business and I left that industry, left that, career to be an entrepreneur, I still had, I had a foundation already.
Relationships.
I had relationships already. And people watched me lose all this weight, and they thought I was ugly. They counted me out.
Never.
But God really, God put me through to have a testimony, to share with people, to, I don't want to say influence, but to really engage and connect with people, and to look at themselves. This is not about me. It's just learning. It's that, we can learn from each other. Yeah. I can learn from you. It's something that you have a purpose that you can teach me and have an imprint on me. And then I'm like, oh, wow. Now that's changed my insight. That's changed my outlook. And I can do the same thing for you. And so that's what we have to build upon. And that's what Black excellence is. And so it's just keep going. It's tough sometimes. Keep going. This is taking a while to get here. And I'm still growing. I'm still working on it. So, yeah, the juicing company, I've been doing it for about 4 years. Recently, the past couple months, this year, 2023, since I've done a lot of traveling, I still kept the business open. I just have all these dreams. And so right now I'm in school full time, and it's just been a lot. And so I think it's good to know when to pivot. Yeah. And so I have stepped back from the juicing company. I still have love for it. I still have, I still have to take care of my mental health, my well-being. And it just wasn't, it was taking a toll on me. And for you to pour into something, it has to come from somewhere. And if I don't have nothing to give, you're just running on fumes. And we hear that a lot as entrepreneurs, burnout and just challenges going through the entrepreneurship. So I think there's a time and place for everything. And right now I'm in a learning curve. I'm in a really push for learning, so that I can take this information and utilize it through strategies and really do some big things. You know what I mean?
You're doing it.
So I know it's a purpose. So I'm like, of course, health and wellness will always be my lane. Who knows what I have planned in the future when it's going to come back. Yeah. But
you might start one back home in Africa.
You never know. And
with real non-GMO.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing. Look, y'all want to do it? Let's go. Who trying to invest?
So I'll say this proverb, because you mentioned the whole ugly thing. In Africa, we have a proverb, and it goes, "You're never ugly. You just broke." So,
hey,
that being said,
I ain't never met no ugly broke man. You right. You period.
Man, shout out to you.
Shout out to to you.
No, man, thank you. Like I said, this started because I had no idea somebody watched Kush News. Like,
Yeah,
mom, dad,
like I was telling you, you never know who's watching.
You never know.
You
Mom, dad,
never know.
Thank
I
you.
always tell them, like, you never know who's watching. You might only think like 4 people, but you don't know who was in the room with that. You never know. You don't never know nothing. You don't know nothing. And I don't
You
believe
never
in
know.
numbers
You
anyway,
never know who's
so.
watching you. I've
Yeah.
had people come up to me and be like, "Oh, X, Y." They see something on social media.
Yeah.
They see me and they're like, "Oh, I see you. I
You that girl in Africa.
For real. That's what they said. I'm like, you should go. You should go because, I mean, 10, 15, 20 years ago, you know, you didn't want to be African.
Oh, man, we talk about this all the time.
People wasn't trying to.
We have one episode
to
dedicated to
Africa.
this.
People, I know this is dangerous,
Yeah.
and it is unfortunate, but we have to talk about it to heal from it.
Because we're healing all 2023.
Look, 2024, we healed.
We all the way healed.
We're all the way healed. Let's go. Let's push forward. Let's get this business done. Like,
it's
period.
serious business.
But, you know, there's some negative things that the community, there are some negative things that when people live in the United States, some Africans have experienced. I don't want to say racism against black people, but definitely a prejudice, definitely negative feelings. And that period of time, it wasn't, people were not as loud about being African. And I think it's amazing now. Like, it's been a rebirth.
Yeah.
And it's been a rebirth for Black Americans to, like, find themselves. Like,
Well, what do you think it is? If I could ask you as African American.
Yeah. What do you think like
propelled this?
like
set
shot
it
this
off?
reawakening,
Yeah,
this
set off
rebirth that
you
you
know
said?
what?
Yeah.
Honestly, music heals.
Yeah.
We don't cast, last, now everybody go to breakfast. See me, I'm unavailable, they know they see me. Sorry for who won't be my
Make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat.
So the Bun, the Davido, Maliki Betty.
Shout out to Malik Berry! That's the OG!
Only real Afro.
Waistline, hey. Control, hey. Yeah.
So definitely music has been a big part of that.
I think music has been a big part of that. And then there's just been things that have been happening on the continent where it's enabled, where people are being more welcoming.
As president of this extraordinary country, to make a historic announcement of the decision of the government of Kenya. Beginning January 2024, Kenya will be a visa-free country. It shall no longer be necessary for any person from any corner of the globe to carry the burden of applying for a visa to come to Kenya. To echo the call of the Turkana people to the world, Tobongu Lore, a simple message to humanity, welcome home.
And it's like, oh shoot, we need to get over there. As we have so much accessibility right now. We're at such a different time. If you look back in history, there was like, as soon as you go outside, it's a war.
Yeah.
And that's not everyone's experience. Like, there are crazy things happen all over the country. But when I came here, I didn't have no problems. I was listening to the music. I was like, there was no holler. There's no trouble.
You didn't experience that.
No
A
trauma.
lot of Americans are told that we hate you guys, and if you go there, we're gonna just like, ooh, like just, I don't know what.
I've never.
So you didn't feel that kind of.
I didn't feel xenophobia when you were in
No,
Africa.
I didn't feel like that at all. Everyone has always been welcoming. I've never. Some of the women was looking at me crazy.
Well, in like Nigeria, they say because you spoiled the market, you know. Speaking of that,
You can have them.
speaking of that, how many? If you mind me asking, how many proposals did you get in Nigeria?
Yo, it's like I I get so many proposals at the airport specifically.
Because they're trying to leave,
They're like, I'm trying to go with you. Like, they really having deep conversations. They're not paying attention to my bag. They don't care about the visa. I mean, literally.
They care about you.
The sweet potato. My potted yam. Fine girl, no pimple.
Sweet talking, baby.
Sugar pie, honey
Man,
pie.
them lips so sweet.
So soft.
You a sugar rush, honey. I'm about to be a diabetic messing with that. Woo, it's toxic. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. Okie doke. But yeah.
So it's safe to say we don't hate African Americans, right?
No. I've always had a positive experience.
In Africa.
Helpful people, just like real chill, real down to earth, like amazing connections. People want me to come back. You know what I mean?
So
people like come back and visit us.
I got one question for you. So you've been to West Africa quite a bit. Mm-hmm. Where in East Africa, if you could go anywhere, where would you go?
I'm going to Tanzania.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to go to Tanzania so bad because I'm such a beach girl. I want to experience a coastal vibe.
Yeah,
I don't
Zanzibar,
know.
Huh?
Yeah, Zanzibar. And then I've been seeing this like pink sea moss gel. And I want to see, like
you said pink sea moss?
Yeah,
gel?
pink sea moss.
So
yeah, they got
do
some
with
pink sea moss and they make a gel out of it.
Yeah.
There's some Black Americans. I don't know their name, but if you see it, if you're watching this, shout out to you.
Yeah.
It's like a couple. They moved from the United States. They live in Tanzania. They document, they vlog their lives. They're working out outside. They're being one with the community. They're not showing off. They're humble. They got their business. They're exporting pink sea moss gel.
So this ain't the same black lady that was doing the pink sauce, right? You remember that pink sauce?
No, this.
You remember that?
I don't know what you're
Ew,
talking about.
Pink,
nasty
like
mayo.
Yeah. So.
It's like a remoulade.
Yeah,
What
something
do you
like that.
What?
Something like
Ain't
that.
no pink sauce.
Yeah.
No. So Tanzania for sure. I would love to go to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
I gotta go to South Africa. Yeah, shout out.
I think you're gonna say the other country.
What, South Sudan?
Yeah.
Turn up.
The biggest, man.
Shout out South Sudan. What's good?
Yeah, you'll be safe there for sure.
Well, let's go. Let's go on a trip. Let's go. I'm trying to experience. I'm such an adventurer. I don't know.
It's gonna be an adventure.
Yo, speaking of travels, you're pretty busy. Before we let you go, because you're still gonna be chopping it with us.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I mean, like,
That's the Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still gonna be chopping it
Exclusive
up.
content.
My thing is that we want to get you the opportunity to give a message, not only to those that, like you said, have stressors in their life, didn't do the college route right after high school, or just wasn't focused, entrepreneur, traveler. What message do you have for those young women like yourself?
You know what? You have to look in the mirror first. Figure out yourself first before you try to pursue these relationships and wanting to pursue all the parties, all the distractions. Like, figure out who you are first. Nurture yourself first, because the outside is gonna be there, honey. I'm gonna let you know that you have to be smart. You definitely have to work on your mental. Having a strong mental has helped me weather the toughest storms. So mental health is super important. As someone that struggles with my own mental health, it's like working on yourself is key, and knowing that sometimes it doesn't feel good to honor yourself. Boundaries are tough for some people, but they're necessary for life. So I definitely would say to young women, like, figure yourself out before you figure anything else out. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You got to fulfill yourself first before you fulfill the community and nurture everyone else. Nurture yourself first. I would definitely say that. So, yeah, peace and blessings. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's been a
I
pleasure.
hope, like, you know, this was a good vibe. I know I came to you initially, you know, throwing some daggers, but I hope it was
I'm never scared. Throw more daggers. I'm built for that.
Throw more, you know, so maybe catch me on another episode. Maybe we can talk about some different things. I know we kind of rambled on for a little bit, but thanks for having me on. Like, this was such a cool experience. I'm not a potter, I'm not a podcasting, but I think this was so dope. I love that you're doing things for the community, for young Black people, Africans, and progressing us. So yeah, shout out to y'all.
Man, appreciate it.
Yeah, give me your flowers. You got to.
So I know you said you're about to be done with the juicing allegedly. If you have any more left, do you want to do it going out of business? Let's promote. I want to get full promotion for your juicing business. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, okay,
So you're not retiring.
Oh my God. I'm on hiatus, I guess.
Yeah.
So
wow, that's rich people talk. You know, hiatus. You know, rich people.
Rich is a mindset. It's a state of mind.
Yeah. And we know what you're
That's
saying.
what rich people say too.
Broke people will never say that.
They
will never say that.
I'm broke as
I'm actually broke in my head. But so landlord, please excuse the 6-month delay. Because the brokenness is only in your head.
Oh my gosh.
You tell the car company Santander,
Oh my
hey,
God, Santander.
don't repo my car.
Don't repo.
My delinquency is only in your head.
We've all been through highs and lows. God got us, okay? God got me through a lot of stuff. Won't he do it? Don't be playing. Don't play.
Just know, guys, when you're broke, you're really broke. Don't follow anything else. Pay your bills. Pay your goddamn bills.
You're not responsible for any
Yeah,
loss.
we're not
Pay your
responsible.
goddamn bills.
No, please don't sue me. I got it. Yeah.
Alright. So going away or some type of like thing that you could combine with Kush Convos.
Yeah, for sure. I think we should.
Yeah,
We should.
Off camera, let's talk all the
Okay.
analytics.
The ingredients.
So more
Yeah, I know,
things
man.
coming
Yeah, I know.
soon for us, for our collaboration.
But I will say it'll be mango based, very heavily mango.
Yeah, we
I'll
know.
say that.
you know the mango.
Right.
Speaking of mango, let that man go. And we'll let you go.
Yo, Susan, thank you for gracing Kush Connect.
Yeah, thank
Ochanda and Wuriem. See you guys.